Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shababa, 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 Shababa. Try that. Shababa, 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 Shababa. Second part. Shababa, Baba, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shababa, Baba, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shababa, Baba, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Pick apart. Shabbat Shalom. It's the day of rest. Shabbat Shalom. It's the day I love best. Shabbat Shalom. It's the day of rest. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Baba, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Baba, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Baba, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos to everyone. I'm glad you all found us tonight on the Zoom. And, you know, that's nigun I can only do once a year. If Shabbat falls on, depending on when Shabbat falls. So everybody get your candles ready.
Absolutely.
I'm going to light mine and then we'll, in a second, chant the blessings. Okay. I almost went with a different candle lighting blessing for the new year. I still might end up singing that, but we'll try to remember it. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. One more time. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat yai lai lai Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La. And since we have some of our friends here who are here pretty soon for Bim Bum Shabbat, let's sing Bim Bum.
Absolutely.
As we bring Shabbat in, and then we'll sing another song, and then we'll go into Bim Bum Shabbat. We're so lucky that we have Rabbi Adam here with us today, this very first day of the secular new year, or sometimes we call it Sylvester.
Absolutely.
So let's get our hands ready. Let's bim bum. I cannot bim bum and play the guitar at the same time.
I tell you what, I'll be your hands, you be my music. We'll be all good.
Beautiful. Bim, 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 bum. Bim, 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 bum. Ya ba 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 bim. Bum, bim, 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 bum. Bim, 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 bum. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, ya ba 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 bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. And then we're gonna sing. Shabbat is here, Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burn bright on Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Shabbat Shalom to the mommies. Shabbat Shalom to the daddies. Shabbat Shalom to the grandmas. Shabbat Shalom to the grandpas. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burn bright on Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Shabbat Shalom to my friends. Shabbat Shalom to my family. Shabbat Shalom to Rabbi Adam. Shabbat Shalom to Hazanimi. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burn bright on Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Shabbat Shalom, my friends.
Thank you, Chazan Mimi, so much. Before you go, I want to make sure that we have an opportunity to give everyone a blessing upon their heads. Whether you've got little sons and daughters or big sons and daughters, everyone has the opportunity to bless their children. So if your children are physically in front of you, if you'll place their hands upon their heads, but if they're not, you can also just put your hands out and send it through the Zoom side of world and see if they can pick it up along the way. I've placed the words into the chat so that everyone can follow along. So first of all, if you have sons, you can say along with us the first part that's there. Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim vechi Menashe. If you have daughters, place your hands upon their heads or just send it out through the universe through Zoom. We say Yesimech Elohim keSarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. And everyone, whether you have sons, daughters, or both, place their hands upon their heads. And we say, as it is written there in the chat for all, Yivarechecha Adonai veYishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha vichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha Shalom. May God bless you and watch over you. May God's face be lifted up to you and gracious and kind to you. May God's face rise before you and grant you a weekend and a Shabbat full of shalom, of peace, of wholeness, of quiet, and a new 2021 of joy, health, happiness, and blessings. And let us all say, Amen.
Amen.
So it is a delight for those of you who are here for Bim Bam Shabbat. We're going to continue right now. If you're not here for Bim Bam, you're welcome to stay along and just join us for this piece. We'll also be back and ready at 7 o'clock for the regular family service. But I can see that I have a lot of my friends. I can see the Turretzes. I can see Taylor is there in the screen. I can see that Shoshi is there in the screen. I can see that Sydney is there on my screen. I can see that Ben and Max are on my screen, and a 1-year-old Samantha is on my screen. So we have a lot of good friends here for something like this today. I want to wish you all a wonderful Shabbat Shalom and a great start to 2021. How many of you got to stay up a little late last night to watch something really fun? Raise your hand. Did you get to do, oh, it's so fun on New Year's Eve to get to do those kind of things. I'm glad. And now that we've got a new year, everyone can get lots of good sleep tonight. So we want to pretend right now that we are welcoming in the Shabbat bride into our house. So raise your hand if you have a door in the room you're sitting in somewhere. Raise your hand if you have a door in that room somewhere. Oh, I see that the Slaters have a door. Sleepy has a door. Okay, so here's the way we're going to do this. We're going to sing Lecha Dodi. The first verse we're going to do sitting down. But when we get to the second verse, it's going to be time to go open the door, and we're going to pretend to let the imaginary Shabbat bride come into our house with us together. And when we imagined her, I want you to get a picture in your head of someone dressed up in beautiful white clothes, all ready to bring in a beautiful, clean new year of Shabbat. So we're going to sing together as I put my capo down here. Lecha Dodi. 1, 2, ready and go. Lecha Dodi. Likrat kala, likrat kala. Nene Shabbat. Nekabla, nekabla, lecha dodi. Likrat kala, pene Shabbat. Nekabla, nekabla. First verse, Shamor, Bezachor, Bedibor, Echad. Adonai Echad Ushmo Echad. Adonai Echad Ushmo Echad. L'Shem Tiferet V'Litzilah. Now here's what I need you to do. Go open the door in your room and stand next to it. Lecha Dodi. Likrat kala, pene Shabbat, nekabla, nekabla. Now we sing Bo'i v'shalom. That means come in, O gorgeous Sabbath bride. Bo'i v'shalom, ateret bala. Good, Brookie. Gambe. Simcha ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. And we take a little tiny bow so that we know that we're welcoming in the Shabbat bride. Good, Brookie. Bo'i kala, bo'i kala. Everyone come on back to their dreams. Dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat, nekabla, nekabla. Wow, we've been able to sing so many nice songs together. We've welcomed the Shabbat bride. We've lit the Shabbat candles. It must be that Shabbat is really here. And I bet some of you are going to have a really good Shabbat dinner soon. So are any of you having Any soup for dinner? Because we haven't done the soup song in a really long time. Samantha, are you raising your hand to tell me you have soup for dinner? It was perfect timing. So I can see that the Klapovas are having soup for dinner. I can see that Brooke and Seth are already making the good stuff for soup. So here's what I want to do. We'll sing the beginning of the song where we start with our chicken soup song where we sing, put some chicken in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot, getting ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. And if anyone wants to raise your hand and tell me something you want to put into the soup, just make sure that you're unmuted. Brooke, can you make sure that you're unmuted? What are you going to have for your soup? What's going to go in there? What is that?
Noodles!
Noodles. That's going to be delicious. Everyone can sing, put some noodles in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot, getting ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Who else wants to put something into the soup that hasn't put it in? Oh, go ahead, Taylor. What do you want?
Matzo ball.
Matzo ball sounds delicious. Put some matzo balls in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot, getting ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Oh my goodness, Princess Sydney and Princess Ella are both looking there like they want to put something into the pot. Is there something you guys wanted to put in?
Put in the pot.
What's it going to be to put in?
Costumes.
No, something to eat. How about
Yeah,
carrots?
something you eat. Carrots, that sounds delicious. Put some carrots in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot, getting ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Now, everyone can take whatever they want, put it in your hand like this, and on the count of 3, I want you to throw everything into the pot just like I did. 1, 2, ready, and go. Put everything in the pot, stir it up till it's nice and hot, getting ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Wow, we're going to have a delicious meal. We have lit candles, blessings on all the children's heads. Everything is going to be fabulous. So, right now, I want us all to stand up a little bit taller. If you can stand up where you are, we're going to say the special Baruch Hu prayer. Good job, Sydney. I see you adjusted. Good job, Brooke and Drew. You guys are really, Brooke and Seth, excuse me, all good at this kind of stuff. So what we want to do now is get ready to say thank you to God. And this is our way that we started off. We do lots of the lies together, and then you're all going to take your little bow when I tell you to. Ready? And a 1, a 2. A 1, 2, 3, and lie, la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya, la, 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 la. Now we all take bow as we say the word. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevora. Now we take another little bow. And all the way up. Adonai. Amevora, Amevora, Leolam Vaed. Amevora, Amevora, Leolam Vaed. Very nice job, guys. So now, given that it's our first day of the brand new year of 2021, we want to remember all the great things that we want to be able to do. And in order to remember it, we need to think quietly for a second. In order to be really quiet, we want to close our eyes, put our 3-fingered shin up, and be able to go like this. Can you guys say that? We use that, we cover our eyes, and we sing together very carefully and quietly. Let me turn this down. 1, 2, 3. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And then we add our favorite song. There is only one God. 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 Now we sing in Hebrew. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Yesh rak Elohim echad. Oh, you guys are getting so good at this. Now, any of you who want to unmute, you can tell me. This is when we get to say the Amidah Prayer, the special prayer where on Shabbat we get to thank God for everything we want, for everything we have. So I want to know, what is your wish for everyone in 2021? What is something you want to wish for everybody who's here together? Who wants to tell us? I saw that the Brills immediately unmuted. What is it that you wish will happen for everyone there, Princess Sydney?
Boy, what do you wish for everybody?
I wish for everything.
How about for no more germs?
For no more germs.
Oh, that's even the best one. Everything and no more germs. I don't think we could get better than that. Thank you, Sydney. Brooke and Seth, what do you guys want to wish for everybody?
I wish to be good to Seth, and again, Seth wishes he could be at Mickey Mouse.
Okay, being good to Seth and getting to see Mickey Mouse sounds fabulous for me. What else do you guys want to wish? And by the way, grown-ups, you can join in on this too. Just raise your hand and let me know, what are things that you wish to happen in 2021 that you can be helpful with? And I love, Brooke, you really put on an idea to be able to say that we can be better to each other in the people, our families. That will make for an even better 2021. Max and Ben, I see that you guys are there. Are you raising your hands? I thought you were. What do you guys wish?
Yeah.
Max and Ben, what do you guys wish for everybody?
I wish for everybody to be nice.
That's wonderful. We should all be much nicer to each other in 2021. Samantha, are you raising your hand for something there? I see you reaching out. Like reach out to me, girl. I can take it any day. That's perfect.
Mom also brought us to the hotel.
That's perfect. I wish for you guys to have everything finished so that you'll be able to do that. Taylor, you look very pensive. Are you thinking of something? Okay, if you do, you just let me know, okay? In the meantime, if everyone has a chance, I want you now to really think very hard. We're going to do our ananas song, and then it will be our chance to think about, what are we going to do to make the things we wish for come true? Like Brooke and Seth, you talked about being nice to each other, but I want you to think when we're doing our prayer about, how do you be nice to each other? What are the things you need to do? Ben and Max, you talked about being nice. So then during our prayer, I want you to think, how are you going to be nice? And for Sydney, you talked about no more germs. We have to make sure that we do everything we can not to make more germs go around. So we're going to start with our Amidah prayer. You guys all know how to do this because we've been doing it together for a long time. We sing together. 1, 2, ready, go. Anana na 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 Adonai. Anana na 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 Svatai Tita. Anana na 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 Ufi. Good, Sydney. Ufi. Good, Max and Ben. Pijay Lateha. Anana na 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 Adonai. Anana na 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 Svatai Tita. Anana na 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 Ufiagi. Ufiagi Tehila Teha. Anana na 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 Adonai. Anana na 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 Svatai Tita. Anana na 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 Ufiagi. Ufiagi Tehila Teha. Everyone take just a few seconds to be quiet and to think about how we're going to make the world a better place in 2021 by helping to make no germs, by helping to make each other nicer to each other, by helping to be kinder, and by being better brothers and sisters. Play a little bit of quiet music while you think about those things, and then we'll all sing a song together. Okay, would you guys join me in singing a special song for peace? Oh, a Kobe keeper. That's pretty cool, Sydney. And a baseball one. This is awesome. Would you guys join me in singing a special song for peace? Oh, say shalom bimrama. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Okay, everyone, I'm going to put the guitar down for a moment, and I want to be able to tell a really good story for this new year. Now, the thing is, when I talk about New Year's, I could be talking about New Year's Day, because today is the first day of 2021. But this month, actually next month on the Hebrew calendar, but this month on the regular calendar, we have a holiday coming up on the 25th. It's a different kind of New Year. It's the New Year for the trees, and we call it Tu B'Shvat. You guys have probably heard that before. Can you say Tu B'Shvat? Let me hear you. One more time. Tu B'Shvat. Really good job, guys. So Tu B'Shvat is all about how we take care of trees and that we want them to have another beautiful new year. So I'm going to share my screen very quickly, except Alicia, I need to make sure I have those ability to do so. So if you can make sure that I've got that, there we go. Thank you. Here we go. This is a story called Neta and Her Plant. I figure everyone will like this one because it's all about taking care of trees and the environment. Here we go, or plants anyway. It's Tu B'Shvat today, the teacher explained. Your name, Neta, means plant, and now is the time we can plant. We can plant this seedling together. You guys may not know that, but the word neta in Hebrew comes from the word to plant things. So that's perfect for Neta to be planting a little seedling. Neta brought her plant home. Her Ima, her mother, put it on the small table in the living room. She said, we can take care of it together. Neta liked to play in the living room. She put together puzzles and built a tower with her blocks. Do any of you guys ever do puzzles and put block towers together? Raise your hand if you do that kind of stuff. Oh, a lot of you guys. Neta tried to make the tower as tall as her plant. Plants like to hear music, her Ima said, so Neta sang her favorite songs while she played. And the plant grew, and Neta grew. It was Tu B'Shvat again. Ima said to Neta, you are too big for your little bed. It's time to buy you a bigger one. Do any of you remember having a little bed like this? Some of you might still have a bed like that, and some of you are still waiting. Josh and Ima and Abba took Neta to the furniture store, and they bought a big bed. Neta picked out a quilt covered with trees and plants and flowers because she liked those kind of things. When they got home, Neta looked at her plant, and she said to the plant, you are too big for that pot, just like I was too big for my bed. Just like I need a bigger bed, you need a bigger pot. So Ima and Abba, her mother and father, took Neta to the garden shop to buy a bigger pot. They helped her put the plant in the new pot and add new dirt. Neta took her crayons and drew trees and plants and flowers on a piece of paper and wrapped it around the new pot. The plant grew and Neta grew. Wow, look how big the plant is now in this picture. It used to be a little tiny plant. On her birthday, Neta came home from school wearing a crown of flowers. She carefully lifted it off of her head and put it on her plant. Now you can celebrate too, Neta said. And the plant grew and Neta grew. Then something surprising happened. Ima grew also. Just after the school ended for the summer, Neta had a little sister. Her name was Avital. Ava explained that the word tal is the Hebrew word for dew, and dew helps to water plants so that they grow. What a perfect name for someone who was growing a plant like Neta. Ima was very busy taking care of Avital since she was just a baby, but Neta didn't mind. She was very busy taking care of her plant. Her savta, her grandmother, would come over and help Neta water the plant by herself without spilling. And she gave then she helped Savta give Avital a drink of water. And she didn't spill any. I bet some of you who are big brothers and sisters have given your baby brothers and baby sisters bottles when they were little. Then the plant grew and Neta grew. One day, Ima and Abba told Neta that they were moving to a new, bigger house. It was too crowded in their apartment. Neta wasn't sure she wanted to move. But it will be okay, said her Ima, her mom. In the new house, you will get to have your own room. So Neta told her plant that they would soon be moving. You don't have to be afraid. It will be okay. And in the new house, you will have your own room too. On moving day, Neta hurried to help Ima put her special quilt on the bed in her new bedroom. Then she put the plant on the porch. You will be the first one to see the sun every morning, she said. Plants, after all, need sunlight in order to grow. And the plant grew, and Neta grew. Then the summer was over, and it was time for kindergarten. Some of you are already in kindergarten, and some of you will be there next summer. Neta wasn't so sure she wanted to go to a new school, but Abba told her that she was big enough and she would make new friends. And I know that Ben Lewis can tell us all about this because he's doing kindergarten this year. So Neta went out to the porch to talk to her plant. Its leaves leaned past the edge of the pot. The stem reached above the railing. You've grown so much, it's time for you to live by yourself, Neta said. Tomorrow, before I start my new school, my Abba, my dad, will help me plant you in a garden where you can make new friends. So Neta and Abba put the plant into a big basket. They walked across 2 streets and turned a corner. Behind Neta's new school was a park. They chose a sunny spot and they planted Neta's plant beside a tall tree. And the plant grew and Neta grew. Wow, look how tall the plant is now. It used to be only a teeny tiny plant up to Neta's knee, and now it's even taller than Neta and her father. On the first day of kindergarten, Neta took a friend to meet her plant. This is Ilana, my new friend, she said to the plant. Ilana actually means tree. Look at all the trees that grow in this park. They will be your friends. When it is Tu B'Shvat again, the trees will have a birthday, and you will have a birthday. Ilana and I will come visit you with all of our new friends, and we will have a tree party. You've heard of a tea party. This is a tree party. And that is what they did. You can see everyone celebrating the trees and giving trees a good birthday. And that is the story of our tree and Neta's plant. It started as a little plant, and it became a big tree. And every year on Tu B'Shvat, the trees get to have a birthday, which is a perfect move for me to be able to say, do any of you have a birthday coming up in January? If you do, make sure you unmute yourself and tell me who's the January birthday. Max is a January
birthday.
Whose birthday is it, Sean?
Me.
Your birthday is in January? Okay, so Max, it's your birthday too? Max, what day in January is it going to be? January what? January 12th? And Sean, and you're going to be 4 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Sean, when January what for you?
January 18th.
January 18th, and you're going to be 7?
Yeah.
All right. And Taylor, is that a January birthday for you too? It is, and you're going to be 5? Lauren, I see fingers, but not all of them, so I can't quite tell. Okay.
Yeah.
5 years old. That's crazy, Taylor. You're going to be ready for kindergarten really soon. That's and what day in January is your birthday?
What day's your birthday? Tell him.
January 14th.
So we have the 12th, the 13th, and the 18th, a busy middle of the month. Ella Bella, is it your birthday in January also? I think you were a little bit later, as I recall, but you'll be celebrating you pretty soon. So for all of our birthdays, I want you to be able to raise your hands and sing as we all sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Max, Sean, and Taylor. Happy birthday to you. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. And many, many, many more. May they all be in good health and happiness. And hopefully by the time your next birthdays come around, you'll be able to have all your friends there to celebrate. Right now, we have to be safe and careful and do things over Zoom. But for right now, in the future, we look forward to being happy and exciting. So I want to say to you guys, thank you so much for a wonderful Bim Bam Shabbat. We're going to sing Shalom Chaverim and Lehitraot, which is our way of saying we'll see you soon. Parents, I want you guys to all know that my door is always open via Zoom. If any of your kids ever want to just have a special time talking with me, I'm more than happy to do that. Just email me at rabbiadam@org, and I'm happy to see them for visits anytime they want. I miss seeing them in person. So for now, we'll say Shalom Chaverim, I'll see you, my friends, and Lehitraot, we'll see you all soon. So would you guys join me in singing? Shalom Chaverim, Shalom Chaverim, Shalom, Shalom, Lehitraot, Lehitraot, Shalom, Goodbye, my friends, goodbye, my friends, goodbye, goodbye. We'll see you again, we'll see you again. Goodbye, goodbye. Shalom, shalom, chaverim, shalom, chaverim, shalom, shalom. Lehitraot, lehitraot, shalom, shalom. So I want to say to all of you a Shabbat Shalom, and in its own way, a Shana Tova, a very happy and sweet new year. May this one be way better than the last one is. Not that that's such a high bar to clear, but we hope that everyone is happy and healthy, that they take care of their mommies, their daddies, their sons, their daughters, their grandchildren, and that everyone stays safe and we can get through all of this together. So remember to take care of yourselves, to wear your masks, to be ready to go, and soon enough we will all have our vaccines and we will be back together. So I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. I can't wait to see you guys in person. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. You can unmute and say Shabbat Shalom to all your friends.